So here we are online, ready to book something. And what we can do is go to a website like Travelocity.com, or you could go to a place. Here is another example. Many of these sites you can use, but let's just go ahead and try Travelocity. And when you book something, you want to find out, well, where am I going and how much is it going to cost? And this is just going to be something quick. And then I'm going to show you where to go to book a place at Yellowstone. But let's just say we're going to go there. So I want to go to Yellowstone National Park, Wyoming. That's where I want to go. And I need maybe a flight. So we'll click the flight button. Oops. And we're flying from, let's just fly from, let's try Chicago. Let's say you're flying from Chicago and you want to leave and go to Yellowstone. You want to plan about a year out or as far out as you can. Maybe we'll go the first week of June, the end of the first week in June, and we want to come back after 4 days. So maybe it's just me, and let's just say my 4 kids, my wife and I. But if you don't have kids, you can put that. But if you have kids, we'll just say 1 for now. So you have 1 child, and your child is about 5. You can do this. And if you don't have a child, you don't have to put that in there. But you can select that option, and then we just click search, and it will help find us a flight round trip. And we will learn that word in this lesson, round trip. But just to show you, here's an example. Going from Chicago, they want us to fly into Jackson Hole, Wyoming, which is another place. You may end up flying into Bozeman, Montana, and I'll show you that too in a future slide. But you can click here, a round trip ticket. Kind of waiting, my computer's a little slow here, but you can click search and you can see doesn't seem to be too much here. Oh, it's loading the prices here, finalizing the prices down below. But you can click and use a site like this. Yeah, so the page is unresponsive. I'm going to wait there. But you can see as it kind of comes up slowly here, you can see the different options. And you can see the different prices. So it might be $584 right now. Now, if you book this, in March and try to get this, it'll be gone. You may have no option. So I'm trying to do this now, or even in January, or the beginning of whatever year. Let's say it's 2019, 2020, 21. You want to plan any Yellowstone trips as soon as possible. It's very popular to go, but it's a beautiful place. Flights, when they leave, and how much it costs. And we'll get into those details in another slide. But I just want to show you that you can go to Travelocity.com, Expedia.com, and type in the city, the destination, meaning place, where do you want to go? And we'll talk about that in the next lessons. But what I really want to show you in this video, in Bookline, is getting your hotel booked with Yellowstone. And the best way to learn about Yellowstone National Park is to go to this website, travelwyoming.com. I'll have this link below this video too, you can watch. But go to travelwyoming.com/national parks and monuments at Yellowstone. And I don't know why it's not working here. It should be. Okay, so we can see here lots of different choices coming up. Here it is. They did a really good job, I think, designing this website. You can get a traveler's guide, and there's lots of options. So as you scroll down, though, you'll see that there are 9 locations in the park's boundaries. It says within the park's boundaries that will accommodate Yellowstone. So there's Canyon Lodge and Cabins, Grant Village, Lake Lodge Cabins, Lake Yellowstone, Mammoth Hot Springs Hotel and Cabins, Old Faithful Inn, Old Faithful Lodge Cabins, and Roosevelt Lodge and Cabins. And you can choose all of these, but they say it is important to note that all lodging within is non-smoking. So if you're a smoker, They don't allow that in the building or in the hotels. And the rooms do not have televisions, radios, or air conditioning. So if you go in the summer, it will be hot. It can get hot, and they don't have internet. There is a few places that might have Wi-Fi or internet, but a lot of places don't, because they want you to go there and enjoy, nature, and get disconnected, not use your cell phone or something. But here's one example. We'll go to the Canyon Lodge as a place where you can book a reservation or book a hotel. And so we'll load this site here, and you can see Yellowstone Park Lodges. It's a really beautiful lodge, at least in this photo. But if you scroll down, you'll see it's the largest sustainable lodging in the national parks, and it tells you when it opens. So you cannot go to Yellowstone any earlier than May 17th, and you cannot stay any later than October 13th. So in any year, you want to check the dates, and dates are the years. So between this time and this time, you can go to Yellowstone and book a place here. So here it says check rates and availability, and you'll see here this word book, and that means book it, not read, but you actually schedule it. It means schedule. But here, if you can check the rates, we can see how much does it cost. So, and you can select all the other hotels here too. And let's say we want to stay 3 nights with 2 adults and 1 kid, like we showed you in getting your airplane ticket. I don't have a promotional code, but if I click book my venture, we'll see what that does. We'll see what pricing is right now. Just as an estimate, they can give us, so you can plan in your budget, how much. Oh my goodness, look how expensive it is to stay in this lodge at Yellowstone. Now that's for all 3 nights though, because we told them 3 nights. So divide that by 3, and that tells you how much per night. But for 3 nights to go to Yellowstone in this lodge, you're looking at $900, about $1,000 USD. So it is expensive to go here, and that's if you choose the superior room. These rooms are unavailable, it says, so maybe they'll be available later. But it looks like for the dates we selected, they do not work. So I'd have to select a different day and time. So maybe I want to go, like I said, I think we selected June. I didn't change that on here, but let's say June 6th. We want to go to June 6th is our arrival. I can update my search. Means try again, update. You can see, oh my goodness, all these smaller rooms are booked already, and it's December 2018. So that tells you how popular Yellowstone is. So if you still want to go there, you might want to start planning your Yellowstone trip now. So it gets booked up. So that's one option. This park and lodge, and we can go back here and see the different options. You can select different hotels, and you can take time on your own and search for that. If you do have any questions, English questions about it, you can comment, below, or you can email me and ask, and I'd be more than happy to help you answer some of those English questions. But to book something, here's what you do. Oh, so nice. It just pops down. And that's another phrasal verb, to pop down. Pop down means something goes from lower to higher. Kind of went boop, and in English we say pop down. So this is neat. You click on it and it pops down. So that's how you book a hotel room online for Yellowstone National Park. In the future slides, I'll show you kind of some tips on things to say, things to know, some English you'll need to know if you go to Yellowstone, and just travel English in general. So in our next video, we'll talk about check-in and check-out. I'll see you in the next video lesson.